it's a long trip from what we believed in the 60s and 70s to what we're looking at today. A long trip. People have, I believe, like I said, I'm kind of the science guy, all right? I believe in evolution. I believe we evolved from animals. And I think that some of the same traits that permitted us to crawl out of the jungles are getting us in trouble today. Okay, so we have a tendency, when you're in the jungle, it might be a good idea if you got a small group that you really fight for and you want to be part of, and anybody else that's around, you want to keep them away. But those kinds of traits, those kinds of feelings, those kinds of instincts, when you bring them into modern society, those become basically things in which, okay, I hate all blacks. I hate all things that aren't the same thing as me. I only am going to protect my own, all right? And those things right now are putting us into a state in which they actually threaten the very existence of the entire human race. We no longer, if you think, if you're a critical thinker, if you're a scientist, that's kind of bad, you know. I don't want to hear about global warming because I only want to worry about my profits in the next 10 years. Never mind that North Carolina's Outer Banks are going to sink into the ocean because it's rising. I don't want to think about that. I don't want to, I don't want to be bothered by that. And so we almost are in what some people call the cult of ignorance. You know, it's almost like we're proud of it. Oh, I don't know. I don't. Stay away from those guys that want to be critical thinkers. That's not good, you know. And we have so many different kinds of religions. Christianity, there's something like 35,000 sects of Christianity. I used to kid my friends that most of those sects think that the other ones are going to go to hell, and I said, well, you know, there's not going to be very many people in heaven if that's really if that really is the case. But we're almost down to the point where anything that's different from us, whether it's Republican or Democrat from a political point of view, or whether it's Christianity, Islam, or some sect of Christianity, if there's any difference, those are the bad people, you know. And this is at a time in the world when we really need to come together. This is a time when you really want, there was a person that once said, and I kind of grabbed a hold of this thing, it's not my original thought at all, but the earth is but one country and humankind is its citizen, are its citizens. And I think that's what we have to get to. We have to start thinking about that this blue globe that we're on, we're all in this together, you know. Sometimes I wish that we have some foreign, really something from outer space that would go threaten the earth, because maybe it would coalesce the human race to act in unity for once.